day 183 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on here at freeCodeCamp. We are somewhere in the, I believe we found out the 5-hour journey, was it? We were doing something. There's map. We also, let's see. Let's go ahead and close this. Hey there, little kitty. How are you doing this evening? Good? Good. What did we find out yesterday? One, we started freeCodeCamp, so this is day 2 of freeCodeCamp. There's a whole lot going on here at freeCodeCamp that they offer. I was able to set up my account a bit further, link it to GitHub and Twitter and all that good stuff, and some other fun things. We've already completed a good chunk of the initial activity, which is creating that cat photo app. So if we jump back over here, we've got 18 of said tasks completed. And if we look at the map, so it's cool because they've got front-end development certificates. Well, certificate 1. Then they have a data visualization certificate. And then they have a back-end development certificate. And then they've also got some fun video challenges. I'm assuming they're fun. I don't know how entertaining they actually are, but I'm sure they're helpful. But then they also have a full-stack development certification, which requires 800 hours of nonprofit projects. I guess that's 800 hours of nonprofit work, which if you were to do 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, so 40 hours, that's 5 months, so not bad. So maybe we can get there by the end of the year. But we'd still need to get the full stack stuff, we need to finish all 3 certificates above. So I'm not sure how long all 3 of those will take. The data visualization one definitely looks kind of short until you hit the 200-hour React projects and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. We'll get through this journey somehow. But then at the end, they've even got coding interview preparation. So there's a lot of good stuff that they offer here at freeCodeCamp, even just how it's structured. So it's definitely go at your own pace. And with that in mind, we've made it all the way through here. And we are going to continue on. Let's jump back to add images to your website. So we already threw in what we needed. Font stuff. Something about lobsters, I believe we left off with that yesterday. Do we actually want this night themed? You know what? Let me check my feed on Twitch, because I'm cool with it being night themed, but I'm not sure how it's gonna look on the stream, you know? So let me close out of that. Opening up feed. It is kind of just a wall of gray. Oh, and there's a commercial. Ugh. Okay, well, while we're going through the 30 seconds of nonsense, let's do a quick rundown that we've got everything squared away. Audio, checkity check. So the mic is good. Webcam, relatively okay. Not a whole lot of room for improvement there. Audio, webcam, freeCodeCamp. Little kitty's napping on the desk. Surprisingly, not on the keyboard this time. Yeah, maybe she's learning her lesson. Probably not, but fingers crossed she's figuring things out. Okay, so we now have... I'm checking on my phone. My phone stuff. It's not impossible to read, but let's try looking at it with the night theme off. I'd prefer to use night theme, but settings, or the night mode. We'll turn it off. Ta-da! How's that look? Let me check on my phones. It's loading, and let's get back to the code. There you go. There you go. Map. And add images. It seems already like it's far easier. Yeah, that's way easier to read. It is. Look at that. So much easier to see. All right, at least we know we have access to what's it called? Night mode. All right. We are all set. Let's do this. Let me back out of my own feed on Twitch. Dear God, but we will set up chat. Oh my god. Little kitty, you have to move your paw. Why is it when I'm ready to start typing, you completely stretch out over the desk? Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Good, good. And we're napping in this direction. Okay. Something about we're adding stuff and we're noting and it's already there. We've got our lobster. We're moving on. We run the test. Everyone's happy. Hopefully. No? Wouldn't it recycle? Saying, hey, job well done. Move on to the next section. No? Probably not. Fair enough. So, map. And size your image. We'll just move onwards for them. Okay. Day 183 finally commences. From the top, CSS has a property called width that controls an element's width. Just like with fonts, we'll use pixels to specify the image's width. For example, if we wanted to create a CSS class called larger image that gave HTML elements a width of 500 pixels, we'd use style.largerImage with 500 pixels. Create a class called smaller image and use it to resize the image so that it's only 100 pixels wide. Note, due to browser implementation differences, you may need to be at 100% zoom. Okay, I feel like this is going to be just like Codecademy, where every time there's a pixel width sizing activity, challenge, task, they drop this helpful note every single time. I'm sure it's worthwhile. I'm sure people forget, but we saw it constantly at Codecademy. So, bad memories. What are we doing? We are taking, no, not taking style. We are going to be doing smaller image at 100%. Codecademy, we were doing alphabetical stuff within style tags, so we will put it here. Change you to, oh, you know what? This would be afterwards. Copy, because dot small. Look at that. Okay, smaller, right? Smaller image and 100. Travel size. We are running said test. Does it not like it? Is there something wrong with freeCodeCamp? Is it my fault? It could be me. It's not doing anything. Something dark something. I want to say it's a trap. This button should be doing things. I see the app flickers by. Let's reset this. It still has that. It doesn't like anything we're suggesting. Raise of hands. Let's close out of Google Chrome. Google Chrome destroyed. All right, there's that. Now let's open her back up. We quit that. We open this for what's it called? The stuff and the things. God, why am I drawing a blank on this? In OBS, we haven't set up a scene for freeCodeCamp yet, or a source for the window. So we have to add Code Wars first and then bring up freeCodeCamp, like so. And now, there we go. We're good. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're piecing it together. We've got plenty on our to-do list to sort things out. And we're sizing the images. Don't mind me. Texty things. Back to Twitch. Sizing, smaller, and we're running the test. This is weird. It's not doing anything. Did it count it as a success before it was giving us a giant solution? I must be missing something. Maybe it is the browser size. Although I don't think it's the browser size. The browser zoom. Pixel dust no more. Yo, I'll give you hint. Not the solution. Okay, good. Hints are good. Welcome, Pixel dust no more. Have a look at class spec. Class spec. You may have forgot something. Yes. I agree. Created a class called smaller. Hold on, let me read through the instructions once more. Something about class stuff. CSS has a property called width. Controls an element's width, just like blah. Use pixels to specify the image's width. Oh, wait, something to do with the image, probably. For example, if we wanted to create a CSS class called larger image that gave HTML width 500 pixels, we'd use style larger image width 500 pixels. Okay. Create a class called smaller image and use it to resize the image so that it's only 100 pixels. So from there, image okay. Your image element should have the class smaller image. I think that's the issue there. So I should be giving it class. Yes, this guy right there, class. It was sitting in front of our face. But we want smaller image. At least I think so. Aha! Look at that tiny kitty. Way cool. Let's try that. Ta-da! Off the hook. Green check mark. Beautiful. Submit and go on to my next challenge. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Pixel Dust No More. A big hat tip to you, good sir. Or madam. or whatever you prefer, robot. But nevertheless, we appreciate your assistance. Onwards, we are marching on deeper into the cat photo app labyrinth. Okay, from the top. Add borders around your element. CSS borders have properties like style, color, and width. For example, if we want to create a red 5-pixel border around an HTML element, we could use this class. Style.thinRedBorder, border color red, border width 5 pixels, border style solid. Create a class called thickGreenBorder. All right. That puts a 10-pixel wide green border with a style of solid around an HTML element, and apply that class to your cat photo. Remember that you can apply multiple classes to an element by separating each class with a space within its class attribute. For example, image class 1 and space class 2. Okay, cool. So we are setting up something. This guy, thick green border, border color green, width 10, and solid. So this is a pretty good place to be to start with. Same song and dance. Now we did have it alphabetical order up top, but they moved it, so let's just go ahead and put ours at the bottom. I think so. And from here, we will do, they wanted thick green. Thick green border. Border color green. One would hope. 10 pixels. Followed by class space. Thick green border. Okay. Hopefully. Aha! Green border. Mostly successful. We'll go ahead and run that. Escape velocity reached. One warning down. Good times. What's happening? Pixel does. Hey. Never copy and paste. Oh, yes. Bad habits. Good point. You have to write the tags, etc. with your hand. Copy and paste doesn't teach. It's always there. You'll learn when you write it. Okay. Good reminder. Writing things out for ourselves. We will adjust accordingly. So now we are rounding stuff. Add rounded corners with a border radius. Your cat photo currently has sharp corners. We can round out those corners with a CSS property called border radius. You can specify a border radius with pixels. You can give your photo a border radius of 10 pixels. Note, this waypoint allows for multiple possible solutions. For example, you may add border radius to either the .thick green border or the class smaller image. All right, I think I kind of want to add it to the green border one, because that's what's actually getting the rounded corners. Not the photo, but the border itself, you know? Okay. So, and what's pixel dust no more. This is important to not waste your time. Gotcha, for the copy and paste. making sure everything sinks in instead of just copy and paste. Good, good. Noted. Avoid copy and paste like the plague. What were we doing before the plague? We were rounding out the border stuff. Border radius. Let's go ahead and do that. Border radii, radius, with a handy colon, and they wanted 10 pixels, right? 10 pixels with a healthy semicolon. Look at that. Rounded borders for the world's tiniest kitty. Spool up the FTL drive. Green check mark. Onwards. We are making progress. And pixel dust is keeping us on track. See? People are there. They are assisting, and that person is pixel dust, which is awesome. Speaking of awesome, make circular images with a border radius. What about why? What are we doing? Oh, we're gonna make the cat into a circle cat. Watch this. In addition to pixels, you can also specify a border radius using a percentage. Give your cat photo a border radius of 50%. I know I should do it here. No, the cat photo. That would be the smaller image. I want to do that to both. Is it bad if I split the border radius in two areas? I think that's conflicting. But I want one to be, I think they're talking about the cat photo itself this time versus the green border. So that's why I want to split it up. Otherwise, I'd keep it all in the same area. Border radius 50%. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dee. Aha! Look at that. Circle kitten. Ask and you shall receive. Although I'm pretty sure there aren't a lot of kids asking for a circular cat, so... Not that they want a flat one. I think if you had to choose between healthy cat and roadkill cat, you'd probably go with the healthy circular one. A lot less two-dimensional, but still. Just saying. I'm not sure what we're talking about. It's after midnight. Are we all on the same page that we're deep into delirium? We really got to work on doing earlier streams. Because it's just painful. What's going down? Don't mind me. Hold on. There is breathing issues. We can feel it. Oh God, don't mind me. I'm a monster. Don't look at me. Hold on. Think amongst yourselves. We're alive. Mostly. Dear God. Okay. We're doing this. We've got the lung capacity of an 80-year-old man, but that's alright, because we're sitting inside. Link to external pages with anchor elements. A elements, also known as anchor elements, are used to link to content outside of the current page. Here's a diagram of an A element. In this case, an anchor element is used in the middle of a paragraph, which means a link will appear in the middle of a sentence. Normal text in a P element. Here's a anchor, H-reference. Anchor tags H-reference attribute anchor tag, the link text. Yeah, great, good. It's living there in the middle. We've seen this before. Here's an example. Paragraph, freeCodeCamp link. for you to follow. Create an anchor element that links to freecatphotoapp.com, and it has cat photos as its anchor text. We will happily do that. Do they just want us to throw that into a current paragraph or create a new one? I don't think they mentioned it. Create an anchor element. Maybe they just want the link itself not buried in a paragraph. I guess we can do it outside of a paragraph. I know we can, but I don't really know where they want it to be because they didn't really indicate. Let's do that. And you know what? Cat photos is probably going to be in a paragraph. Why wouldn't we have it in a paragraph, you know? href equals quote stuff. We are going to copy the link, though. That's just too much fun for me. So there's that. Now we will need our anchor text. Cat photos, capital, lowercase. They just wanted cat photos. So there's that down there. I feel like that should be in a paragraph. Nowhere else has cat photos in it, though. So there's no good place to replace it. Oh, and the link. Wait. Oh, we used freeCodeCamp. Ha. Wrong link. Wrong link. There we go. Ta-da! Shiver me timbers. Green check mark. Onwards. Okay. Okay, we are making progress. This is good. Nest an anchor element within a paragraph. Again, here's a diagram of an A element for your reference. Normal text and a P element here. Something anchor tag, more anchor tags, and the link text. Here's an example. H-reference, freeCodeCamp, linked freeCodeCamp, nesting. Nesting just means putting one element inside of another element. Now nest your existing A element with a new within a new P element just after the existing H2 element so that the surrounding paragraph says, "Oh no, that's not what it's supposed to say." Good God. Or falling asleep. So it says something while you're not yawning. P element just after the existing H2 element. View more cat photos, but only where the cat photos is a link and the rest of the text is plain. Okay. Gotcha. I see what they want. Cat photo? No, hold on. Paragraph afterwards. So we're setting up a paragraph here. Not a capital P, lowercase p. We're also going to have a closing tag. Beautiful, beautiful. And cat photos is already part of the equation. All we need now is view more, probably the space included. And let's tab that forward. Can we put it next to view more? Is that wrong? Should I have it on its own line? Here they've got it on, you know what? Here they do have it on its own line. So that answers our question. So we will go ahead and tab in, and that's what's gonna happen. Yeah. Now, they also have this on its own line. I don't know how closely I should follow this as a suggestion, as a rule. And then they've got the closing tag down here. I feel like that's kind of excessive. Visually, I understand, but let's go ahead and piece that back together. That should be good enough. Let's run it. By the power of Grayskull, they've got all kinds of references in their congratulatory success little shout out phrases. Good for them. Okay. Make dead links using the hash symbol. Sometimes you want to add an anchor element. You want to add anchor elements to your website before you know where they will link. Sure. Ah, yes, I get it. Had to read through it once, trying to figure out where this was going. Sometimes you want to add anchor elements to your website before you know where they will link. This is also handy when you're changing the behavior of a link using jQuery, which we'll learn about later. Replace the value of your anchor element's href attribute link with a hashtag or pound symbol, also known as a hash symbol, sure, to turn it into a dead link. Your A element should be a dead link, href, super death. We just drop in a single anywhere. Ta-da. Did that work? Or did they mean replace the entire? I think they meant replace the entire link with just that. Sometimes you want this. Handy. Replace the value for your href. Okay, the whole thing gets eliminated. And it's just that. Clever. Okay, you make this look easy. Clearly, these were pre-written, because if they were watching this stream live, they would know that is a lie. You know what? I take that back. I probably do make this look easy. I just clearly indicate that I'm struggling with it. It is easy, and that's the important thing that I want to convey. Anyone else can do this, because I can find the way to struggle through it, so I'm certain anyone else can figure this out as well. Alright. Turn an image into a link. Our cat is going to be able to teleport to any web page we want it to. That's kind of foreshadowing. Can't do it yet, but we're going to get there. You can make elements into links by nesting them within anchor elements. Nest your image within an anchor element. Here's an example. href, dead link, image source, image link, alt text. We could have some more info there, but it's not needed because we are using an image source instead of a phrase, and then closing anchor stuff. So remember to use the hash as your A element's href property in order to turn it into a dead link. Place the existing image element within an anchor element. Once you've done this, hover over your image with your cursor. Your cursor's normal pointer should become the link clicking pointer. The photo is now a link. Okay, see that? Cat photos comes to life. And then the little kitty photo. We're going to do this. We are going to take which link. We had a link around here somewhere. Aha. They said here's an example, but what link do they want? Oh no, we're using our current image. We're using our current image and putting it, copy, I think, here. No. Yes? No. Yes. Because image is a self-closing tag, so we've got the start of our anchor. It has a dead link. We've got our image, and then the text phrase stuff. Yeah, see that it looks weird, but we're gonna get there. Okay. Pikachu chooses you. Why do they have so many random... I mean, it's great that they've got all these references in their congratulatory stuff, but it's all over the place. So what's the good way of doing this? Because we should only have one, and they removed what we changed. Did they remove what we changed? Ah, they cleaned up our nightmare and made it prettier. More pretty? One of those. One of those is accurate. Okay. It's already after 12:30. We're fading. We're gonna push on, I think, maybe a couple more, and then we'll call it quits. Create a bulleted unordered list. HTML has a special element for creating unordered lists or bullet point style lists. Unordered list starts with UL elements, then they contain some number of list elements. For example, UL list milk list cheese. End of the unordered list would create a bullet point list of milk and cheese. Remove the last two P elements and create an unordered list of 3 things that cats love at the bottom of the page. All right. Let's do this. Paragraphs can go to hell. Boom. Unordered list. Welcome. Focus, Stephen. Focus. List element. That's 1, 2. Listy stuff and listy stuff. Did they want 3? How many did they want? 4 things. Remove the last 2 paragraph elements. Create an unordered list of 3 things that cats love. String. That's not a word. String. And napping. And, I want to put napping twice. Little kitty, what do you like to do? Sabotage the stream. And hunt. She likes to hunt. Okay. Let's do that. Those are the 3 things that make little kitty happy. It's on like Donkey Kong. I'm shocked at how every single 26 activities in every single congratulatory statement has been different. I'm curious. There's no way they've got a unique statement for every single activity. I'd like to know. Let's click on the map thing. Let's all revel in this. So for each one of these activities, this first section, the HTML and CSS, this is just 5 hours right here. They have stuff that takes, as we saw in the data, what was it? Data visualization certificate. Look at this. This one takes 200 hours. You know what? It's only those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 activities. I guess that's only 5 congratulatory statements. Never mind. I figured each one of these was going to be like the HTML5 and CSS one. I was like, if 50 hours or if 5 hours has this many sections to it, 200 hours is going to be never ending. But I don't think that's actually the case. All right, let's close that window. Ideally, in my mind, honestly, trying to get to 30. I don't know why. It feels right. I could stop at 28. We only made it to 18 yesterday, but that's because we tried to make a huge push because it was yesterday. So that's that. Create an ordered list. Onwards. HTML has a special element for creating ordered lists or numbered styled lists. Order lists start with OL elements. They contain some numbers of list elements. OL, Garfield, Sylvester would create a numbered list. Garfield and Sylvester create an ordered list of the top 3 things cats hate most. Good. Let's do. You know what? I know it's wrong, but it's 3 things, and it's right there, winking at me. So I've gotta acknowledge it. It was bad. I feel the badness. OL. 3 things they hate, though. Oh, catnip, laser pointers, and lasagna. Good. So 3 things they hate. Being awake. I don't know. What does Little Kitty hate? Little Kitty does not like loud noises. Or being chased. Hey, little cat, what else do you hate? Oh my god, she's dreaming. Her face isn't towards me, it's towards the monitor, but I see her little whiskers like flopping around and her toes twitching. She's adorable. Oh, usually when I poke her, she'll wake up from her nap, but I think she's in deep sleep. It's kind of like touching a dead cat, not gonna lie. But she's alive, she's breathing. We can see her. Third thing, cats hate something. It's kind of a blunt statement. I don't know if it's true. We're going to say dogs. Cat hate dog. No. Let's find something personal to Little Kitty. You know what she hates? Being cold. She sleeps. I don't know if we can actually see it. Can I move out of the way enough for it to be seen? Well, we really can't. There's essence of, let's guide my finger to it. Right. That little orange light. Okay, well, in there sleeps the receiver to the speakers, the towers, and a smattering of other devices. She sleeps on top of the receiver. It's basically an expensive cat heater. Kitty toaster, whatever you want to call it. So she naps on there when it's on. It's off right now, so it's cold. Standby mode, but that's what she does, especially during the winter months. Put on a movie as we fall asleep at night, then she lays there for 2 or 3 hours and enjoys the heat. Probably not good for the receiver, but fortunately it's a cheap, affordable Black Friday receiver. So, you know, that's what we're dealing with. What happened? We totally went on a side tangent. We looked at her napping. Oh, they said talk about your cat. They didn't say talk about your cat. They said list 3 things all cats hate. Shiver me timbers, we did it. It only took 27 lessons. Aha! We thought we were going to have to go through 3,000 lessons to find a repeat. We did not. Thank God. 27 lessons. Shiver me timbers showed up. We got that just a couple lessons ago. Ha! We did it. Take that, freeCodeCamp. I'd actually be willing to end on this because that's a high note in my book. But I do think we're gonna go all the way to 30, just because. Right? There's no pretty designated break points. No, it's just 5 hours of fun. They just push you off a cliff into this. They don't even ask if you want to go down this path. They just start you right onto it. They're like, hey, welcome to freeCodeCamp. Hope you're excited about 5 hours of HTML and CSS. You're going to be making a cat photo app. Just kind of happens. What are we looking at? Create text field and then adding placeholders. We will happily do those two. So we are so close to the end. Create a text field. Now let's create a web form. Text inputs are a convenient way to get input from your users. You can create one like this. Input type equals text. Note that the input elements are self-closing. Create an input element type text below your list. Lists, plural lists. Both of these, line 47, is what they would like us to focus on. We have a self-closing tag, input, giggity, and text, no, type equals quotes text. I think that's it. Let's run that. Coding spree, good. Headshot, no. From Halo, yeah. The stuff. I'm forgetting all the other ones. Killing spree and all the other good ones. Do they still have the voice during multiplayer? I have 5. I bought Halo 5 like, I don't even know. It's now, what, 2017? I don't know when Halo 5 came out, but I've had it for like 2 years. It's still sealed in plastic. I bought it like 2 years after it came out. So what does that make it? 4 years? It probably came out about 4 years ago. Haven't even touched it. It's on my to-do list. I've been saving all these games to do on the stream or something related to gaming when I would have time. And then I decided to stream. So I've been saving all this stuff to play it for the first time on stream. But I still need to get that new computer. This is a never-ending uphill battle that I decided to start and pursue. Wow, little cat, you're typing things. You typed a word. You typed do. Do you want to run it? We'll run it. Nothing happened. We'll try it once more. They still didn't like what you had to suggest. So let's get rid of that. Command Z. Oh my god, I ruined everything. We're gonna reset our code. Clear your code. This will restore to its original state. God, I hope so. Okay, thank God. That was close. Little kitty, try not to type, especially while you're sleeping. Announcing our new YouTube series, Ask God, I'm not good with names. Preethi? God, no. Ask Somebody, starring web developer and career expert. Preethi. God, I'm not good with names. Bad Steven. Kisreti. Wrong. Stop trying, Steven. Good lord. Okay. Separate from reading the username fiasco. This is our last one for tonight. Then we're gonna land this bird and call it quits. Add a placeholder text to a text field. Your placeholder text is what appears in your text input before your user has input anything. The default text, that gray stuff that's floating there, like when it says enter your email on a login screen, email or password in those fields. Then when you click in, it disappears, or you start to type over it. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. So placeholder text is what appears in your input before your user has input anything. You can create a placeholder text like so. Input, type text, placeholder. This is placeholder text. Very straightforward. I like their style. So, not select. Set the placeholder value of your text input to cat photo URL. Okay, we can do that. Where did we put the link? At the bottom. We put it at the bottom. And now we get to do placeholder. Placeholder equals. No, not this is placeholder stuff. Something like cats. Cat photo URL. Cat photo Earl. I think that's it. Aha! Look at that. Cat. That's K photo, not cat. We were off by 1 keystroke. I think that's it. Let's run it. Way cool. Awesome. Good times. Submit our code. Alright, what do we have on the horizon for tomorrow? Create a form element. Good to know. We will continue on from there. Currently, 30 thingies done. I don't know what they're referring to these as. Steps? Activities? Who knows? No one knows. But we're 30 deep. Yay, 30. And that's basically it. So 2-day streak. I guess. Sure. That works for me. What else are we looking for? I think that's basically it. So, freeCodeCamp, our second day down of freeCodeCamp, day 183 as a whole for the year of streaming and learning to code comes to an end. Thank you to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view the stream. Pixie Dust No More, thank you for the initial guidance on today's starting lesson regarding the class spec. Thank you. Any viewers who accidentally stumbled in here as well, thank you very much. Any and all views are greatly appreciated. And in the meantime, we are backing out of freeCodeCamp into OBS. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 184 of the year of streaming and learning to code. But in the meantime, we are stopping the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah, kill it.